Alright, what do we got this time? Abundant resources, giving us some money in the early game, and then weak slip space to use up the money in the late game. Okay. Interesting. This will be another really good run to go with Hyperlanes, I would imagine. Weak slip space is pretty nasty actually, it's pretty gnarly. The thing is 15% sooner basically is exponential, so yeah. Explorers and Reciprocity. Two abilities to give us more money. And I believe we're going with the same combination of aliens as we had last time. And that can happen, right? How many possible combinations are there? I believe there are 3 choose 5 or 5 choose 3. How do you say? Choose 3 out of 5, right? Which is, I believe, 10. So there's a 1 in 10 chance that the same combination shows up twice in a row. Okay. Mineral deep drilling is back. This time though, there are hyperlanes. Well, there are no graphitic tugs and swap. But there are orbital labs, so science will be a little easier to get, so we might get more technologies. There's also Post Scarcity, which would have been nice last game, certainly. Replicating Nanites and time dilation in the late game. 3 interesting techs. Well, let's go ahead and start. I do like Reciprocity to start off with, although it tends to be quite hard to make that many two-way trades, right? How many do we make last game? Like maybe 10 in total? What the? Get out of here. Yeah, let me just sort of get that out of here. Okay. I can get 4 here, but I can also get a... Ooh, that might have just given us a send immediately. Didn't want to do that. 5 over here. Ooh, maybe we can do these. Yeah. Okay. It's very important to get the scans right this time. That's a good start, isn't it? Although with the Euphorian missions, we might actually want to hold off on two-way trades as well. I'd love to see if there's a way to get goods. Or food. We have goods here, but food. Yeah, maybe we don't go for that two-way trade. Ooh, this is excellent though. Would you look at that? We can get an extra 2 for each export on this planet with a Gaia world? That's amazing. Like that can make... Normally the Gaia world can make at most 24. Now... Well, it can make 6 times 4, right? 24? It can make 4 times 4, 16. Now it can make 24. Right, I was like, huh? Abundant resources just gave us 8 income over here. As well as two-way trades. Oh, this can't... We be... yeah. Yes, please. Is there going to be another colony over? I'm gonna guess there is. Right. Let me make a human here. Giving us 6 money. 6 different resources, yes please. Let's also discover 9 planets. Okay, that It's making 4 from abundant resources already. One more over there. If we can get any sort of colony, any at all. Oh, that is one, isn't it? Yep. It's worth the 20. Because it will also send out the water and get us 8 money back immediately. And then all we're looking for, really, is chips and food. There's also biomatter left here. Now, with abundant resources, you can also make labs. If I make a biomass lab, that lab won't actually cost us much at all. So maybe we just do that. Right? If I put in a biomatter laboratory over here, which will be able to reach these other planets as well. Let's see what they are, right? Although, I mean... I would have to pay the upkeep this year then. Well, I mean, I could also do this. But then again, you know, just this alone is good enough, right? And we wouldn't be cutting off goods necessarily. So yeah, that's fine. Although we kind of would be, right? Like I could do this, for example, right? Might that be better? Well, if we look at this whole setup, right? There's one thing I'm noticing. On the right over here, considering we're not doing this to it, right? On the right over here, there is location. There's room for 1, 2 biomass and a human and maybe another one as well, if I do it very carefully. Although it'd probably end up better off just sort of founding these planets. Like I certainly want to still trade biomatter, so let's go ahead and do so. Like that makes another 8 money, right? We can keep going like this. First though, actually let's do the missions first. It's not too hard, right? If we send... we've already sent those. We need to make... Like, it was like, can we do the missions in such a way that we end up not going to 8 planets before founding the lab? I don't think there is a way, so... To do the missions first. Because the Vittori could give us a mission to make more science is the thing, right? Maybe not that one, though. Not that connection yet. What we can do is this. And that, you know, does complete that mission. And then just sending out a probe completes the other mission and gives us money. And then you get, you know, okay, invent new technologies, I guess. Or, well... Like, this one's great because it makes more money, right? I think we'll invent a tech before we discover 15 planets, so... As much as I like that mission... we have the ability to here to, like, this is the thing, right? Abundant resources works with labs. So we get 2 extra income from a thing we're sending into a lab. Which normally you can't get income from something you send into a lab. Like, at all. Okay. I mean, that's really good, isn't it? You get 3 successful plants in the center over here. Some of which are going to have an easy time to become prosperous. All it needs is some extra partners. Which they'll be able to get quite quickly. Now we need to send in a bunch of different types of resources, right? So one of which is food. We already got. But we haven't got goods done yet. Which, you know, we could send some in there. Next year. Hopefully. I will make another Gaia world there, I think. So in that case, perhaps we make the good food here. Food will need robots though. Well, this is robots. Yeah, the biometer lab isn't positioned all that well, is it? For like making use out of more planets? Is there lots more potential biometer planets here that we cannot really use all that well? Like, for example, this one, right? This one with hyperlanes, right? We could have like gone pretty nuts with that. And I'd put all the things in the lab, but for now, I think we will go ahead and do the jungle farm. Which then allows me to up our income to 38 instead of, what was it, like 20? This feels nice though, right? I'm thinking we even go further and build this Gaia world up. Also, what are you at? Minus 5%. We should pay attention to that. We have one singular struggling planet, right? We have some, oh, this one, but you know, that will fix itself very quickly. Yeah, one more two-way trade. And water. Okay, so what? We need 2 more resources, right? One of which is... Well, we'll not be able to build an orbital lab here now, right? Because of all that. I think it's fine, though. I think I do want this. So we could even do that if I wanted. Make another two-way trade. It would make it prosperous, right? That is true. It's very much true. I don't know if I want to, though. It might be better not to. So a robot is a resource we haven't done yet, so... There we go, that's one more. Now just one more, right? Which, I mean, it can be a chip. Or an ore, that's it. So, let's go ahead and look over here and fix this world up, because this needs a chip. Oh, excellent. We can make some of those resources here. Don't really have a good way of getting a chip in there yet, though. It could be this one. This one can always do it, but... yeah, I guess we'll have to. Maybe not. We could connect this ruin, and that could give us an ore and chip. Ah, there we go. Exactly. Because there's a Bakar thing I remember, right? Could give you an ore and a chip. Also, perhaps the science lab here, right? We don't have many ore outputs, so I don't think this is all that useful. Xenotourism could be good. Although it might not be too great if you want Post Scarcity, because it tends to use up resources. And Post Scarcity you want to have lots of production to really make use out of it. Like I would imagine that, I guess orbital labs are sort of a thing we want. Orbital labs also use up a little bit of resources, right? They use up some of the humans. I think they're needed though to get to the... also we have lots of spare money. Wait, before I make any orbital labs, let's go ahead and look at the tasks. Well, we'll invent a couple new technologies. Make 5 goods. Or discover more plants. Discover more plants is super easy. I don't know if we're going to make 5 goods first. I don't think so. There's quite a few goods that we don't really need all that many. We'll make some later, definitely, but... how quickly can we invent 2 new technologies? Like... We could just pick up deep drilling for only 3 science. That's one tech, and then the other tech's probably deep study. Yeah, I mean, I guess. How amazing that would be. In any case, let's go ahead and build those orbital labs. Yeah, we're already at 6 science. We could build some more colonies and get some more. There's quite a few locations where we could do so. Or we could build just some regular labs, right? Like, this looks like a place to make some labs, to be honest. Got all these two-way trades over here, right? I might have to forego this abundant resources and make food here. That does seem good. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and do that stuff. So we're going to invent some technology, right? We might actually be able to build a second lab. Abundant resources, right? All that income. Okay. We could sell these. If we can find another colony behind it, I think that's fine. Go ahead and make a two-way trade. Those also make money, right? And exploring makes money, and everything makes money. Ah, this one is an excellent water exporter. I don't know if I want those things. Like a water export over here will make us more cash as well. We'll go ahead and put up the food to make the other human work. Then I guess the water export, so we have 15 planets. Right, it's making additional money from abundant resources. And then this area over here really wants an ore lab. We'll start with 2 humans and 2 ore, but it can become even more. 14 science already, right? No. If there's potential for some goods here, and there kind of sort of is, then we could solve this one with it. It would need like stable jumps later on. I think it's too long for stable jumps though. This is too far away from each other. Like if we could get some goods into these places, right? Another thing we could maybe do is invent mineral seeding instead of either of these. Although in that case, you know, why are we not going deep drilling first? Are we going mineral seeding? Because then we're really going to create lots of ore. If we mineral seed this planet, it starts to make ore. Mineral seeding applies to everything, right? Yeah, also ice balls. So this one as well. But if we make ore here, and or there, and or there, right? Yeah, that's loads of places where we can make lots of ore. So the Bakar will be happy at least. We'll be able to do their ore missions. So yeah, we can just see these as ore planets then. That's fascinating. A whole new type of setup. So yeah, we can do deep drilling. Just to unlock more tech quickly, right? And then we can go into some of this sort of stuff. Probably not asteroid mines, but mineral seeding is definitely sounds like a good idea. Because that now also is a source of science, basically, essentially. If you think about it. Takes a little thought to see it as a source of science, but it kind of is. Because if we make a human here, right? And then we can make an ore here with mineral seeding. gets us 8 more science. Which we're 1 short of being able to get the thing this year. But it's okay. We can turn this into a mineral world and then mine it. And that allows a 2-way trade, getting us 8 money. And that allows goods, which creates a prosperous planet there, making even more money, and as well a planet here. Now, we could go orbital lab, or we could go the other way. I think we'll go orbital lab. We can send in the ore anyway. This one will be successful anyway. And this allows deep study. Do we want wave augmentation? I don't think we necessarily will need it with the ability to get things like hyperdrives later. Go ahead and get deep study. Now we don't necessarily need to get it immediately. We'd want to complete the Bakar mission. All we have to do is explore some planets. That's 3. That's a good one. Another 2. How many do we have to go? I got 6 still. Okay, there's a good one here. Another 2. We can't get all of these. Can't get 3 there, but we can get 3 on the other side. There's 1 more. What I could do is settle one of these, even though they're struggling. These are doing fine-ish, so that's okay. Although, hold on a second. This might be good to want to do. Maybe we do want wave augmentation first before we get deep study, because if I get the deep study first, we will never be able to get this. Yes, we guess we do. Because I could connect these, right? First of all, I think I want to connect this mineral world in order to get to access to these signals over here. Only 1, okay. Okay, 1 more. Over here, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Task complete. Okay. 6 more 2-way trades. Yeah, we just made a bunch of those, right? But increase the total production of ore by 10 units. That's actually something we can do. Let's do that. Get a remnant of prosperous is the other option. Do we have any remnants? We have this one. It's kind of not really in a position to become prosperous anytime soon. It would need like lots more trades. I can give it like 4 trades, but getting it to 6 trades seems difficult. We would need an extra human input, right? And then an extra bot output as well. Like, what's it going to do with all those? We don't have any other remnant. Well, there's one here, right? We could potentially eventually get. Don't really know what to do with it. Perhaps make chips or something? Like we could make a 2-way trade with chips here, right? But like, it would need even more human inputs and all those things as well. So I wouldn't really know if that's a smart move. Well, with no 2-way trades. I still think this is a good colony though. Right, colony there, chip there. Sort of fixes everything up that we just did. And makes us an ore and a 2-way trade. We'll start with deep study though. Oh, and also, actually, I'll give you the food first. We could even get an orbital lab, making 2 more science. And then that's the ore, right? That's 1 out of 10. Also, you could make goods. Want to settle something else maybe as well? Because that's an expensive one, right? This is 2 a year. Ah, these are also 2 a year. It doesn't matter. All right. I could do, yeah, it was October, but oh wow, look at that. 7 income, right? Yeah, because we made this prosperous with that. Because now has more neighbors. So you can also become successful. There we go. Also, getting these colonies with lots of inputs from goods is a really good idea. Pun not, or maybe pun intended. Because with those goods inputs, you can quite easily get the 6 things that you're putting in, right? Like, this one's at 4 already. This one's at 4 already. Getting in a couple more things, whatever it is, via hyperlanes, might unlock us some post scarcity. Although we don't get access to Starbirth and things, right? But we might get ourselves access to hyperdrives into time dilation. Right? Just create more time for us to do stuff with. Okay, well, we have the wave hog, so why don't I bacteria breeding, connection, and then connection back. Yeah, that's available too. Like, if we had some chips available for these two, is there no real way to get some? So there was a Bakar tech that gets us some, but we don't have access to it. Yeah, some Starbirth would be great, right? If we could find it. But I don't think Bakar tech can be found in ruins at all. There's no real easy way to get chips into these two. Well, we could add relays to our arsenal, right? If you have both relays and hyperdrives, you can hyperdrive to a relay and double the length of your hyperdrive. So for example, you might think, oh, this is totally out of range, but in fact, you know, we can go up to twice this distance, right? So twice 26. So that's basically around 4 tiles. So this is the real range. Which, that's a massive range, right? If you consider the ability to build both a relay and a hyperdrive that's upgraded. So then we can reach these, right, from far, far away. Well, anyway, orbital lab, because why not? Also, I can make this connection. All right. I mean, why don't we make that chip, right? It's another input. We want as many inputs as we can for post scarcity later on, and it's ore, which counts for the mission. Okay. Although maybe, hold on, we wait on it and we connect it here. We want to be more clever, depending on whether or not we get more ore, right? Because I would like to get this one as well. Let's have a look and see what this is. Okay, well that can be chips. Because again, we need those chips, right, for these and these. Is that going to be in range? Because you can't do a triple jump. I don't think that's in range of even a double jump. This is too far. A bridge too far. Let's first have a look what this is. Is it more of this stuff? It's more of that stuff. That's kind of crazy good. Okay, do that. And that. And then more ore. For more science. It's making 10 science. How about 12 science? How does that sound? Sounds good to me. Oh, if you look at the science though. How do we want to advance? Do we want to get dimensional anchoring? Like, there's some value in it. If I get hyperdrive now, right? We have 36. Although we might want hyperdrives just to hyperdrive things. To be able to. Are there good uses of hyperdrive right now? I suppose there should be somewhere in this empire. Like, I can scarcely imagine that there's nothing. For example, there's this, right? Which could make water for all of these mineral worlds. These mineral worlds need to use their minerals, though. And one thing I could do is make an additional mineral lab. With hyperlanes. Yeah, okay, that might be the way we go, actually. You need to use all this ore. Or something. Yeah, we made stupid amounts of ore. What am I going to do with all of this? Could reduce hypership upkeep. Also do time dilation. We're also out of money, so I need to be careful. We can get passive plans for things. We don't have things that make more money. I guess there's the ubiquitous network, which will help a lot. Admin cost is gonna be pretty big. Just in general. So why are you still unhappy? You need food. Yeah, so why don't we go ahead? Like, the problem with this sort of setup is that all of these don't, like, they don't give us any more money until we connect them to some things that actually work with them, right? So if we had some microforges, for example, right here, I would know what to do. Put one down and make lots of money. But we don't have anything that can use... Oh, that's this, right? But I don't think these count towards making money. You can't make money with monoliths. You can make money out of one of these. But like, now that we've got, you know, our science to stupid high levels for how far we are in the game, I think it's time to go back to, you know, money making. The other thing, that's usually the thing we need. So one location I'm really eyeing is this up here, right? I think we'll skip this sort of small signal over there. I don't think it's super important to get. So one thing we could do is we could make some water up here. Which, this chip is very important. We want to keep it for probably there or there. Don't really know which one though. It's gonna be very important to get some chips into both of them. Because of how things work out. We also have hyperdrives already. Like, I'm like, wait, we do have them already. Also, why not, right? 12 science? We don't need a water lab though. That's certainly not what we need. What I could do though is this Arctic over here. This two-way trade will make some money. It's obstructed by this little thing, so we still have to throw out a scan to... Well, that's neat. I might not need that then. So you need two-way trays, right? How can we get some? Well, making food here. I guess biomatter there. And then, you know, eventually... We already have Slipways overload, so this is actually doable. I would imagine there's some source of ore. I mean, there is. There's a desert that can be a source of ore. If I want it to be, it can be. I can also do terraforming drones to make it cheaper. So yeah, we can do another two-way trade here. Our people then it's pretty low. There we go, makes us some money. Make sure that most of the plants are successful and prosperous. Not down here. Well, this is science territory. This is why we make all our science. Alright, so 42 is 36, right. So what we can do now is we can lengthen the year in two different ways. One thing we might want to ask ourselves is it not better, if we're going to use replicating nanites, which I want to do, to wait with colonizing these things so we can save two things, both money and time. Right, we can scan a couple times, like so, to make us some more money, and then to get us replicating nanites. Making all the things cost no money to build. And you know, this becomes available. Continuing our colony building spree. Finishing up the food. And then yeah, there's lots of ore available everywhere. There's also this connection still. Go ahead and make that. How good's the tourist attraction there? That might be quite good. I don't want to do that though, because I want to use this jump. So we have no other way to get ships in these two. They're quite important actually to upgrade, because it would lead to lots of prosperous planets in various places. In various places. Okay, what am I supposed to even... What is this I don't even, right? I mean, yeah, getting money, right? Well, this thing might be the thing we want to do. If there was better choices, I would make them, but... don't necessarily appear to be here. Another good question is to see if we can't make some two-way trades somewhere else as well, right, while we're doing this. Start 32. Once we get to 32 here, it's going to cut into our income quite heavily. We can also make more ore worlds in all sorts of places. Is this one okay to make, actually? So it would connect to two things, and would you become prosperous? If we can make it successful, it would. Which we could if I make water here. We're floating this Arctic, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. If we were to try to do that, right? Maybe terraforming drones would be good. So it would save a month. All right. I guess we don't need the money thing because we've all used this human for something else. I definitely don't think it's robots. This also saves time, right? And money. Like 7 money a time, and this saves like a month here and there every year. So like how many of these are we still going to make, right? I guess quite a few, because we do get extra money for delivering ore. make a terraforming drones. Yeah, we can even build those mines for in like 1 month for 0. No. And that doesn't seem too bad. We could just get some goods in here, right? One thing I wanted to do is this. Because I believe it does make us more money. Yeah, it does. Quite a bit, actually. So is that as well? Like, eventually we can also get reactionless drive to help with all this mess. One other thing to do would be maybe just to, you know, lab up some more ores. The thing we're having some problems with is making enough money, though. Like, I could do that, but then we'd run out of money very quickly. There's no good way of getting more. Right. We're using most of our resources and using all this ore into a lab, yeah, but like, you know, make more science, but I guess we can sort of ubiquitous network and then reduce our admin costs. So two-way trades. Two-way trades, huh? Like, two-way trades also make us more money is the thing, if you can get them. But they're hard to do. Especially if we don't have chips. There's also asteroids still everywhere though, so we do have a bit of money saved up effectively. 18 here, 18 there, 12 there, right? 36. You have like another 100 or so money saved up. Count in this 33. In any case, I think I should take the 33 right now. This is probably the perfect moment to go for it. Because our income's going to only go down at this point, no matter what I do. So we can either go build the bot factory right now, or I can be like, well, we'll stick at 82 for a bit to make some money and build this other laboratory. Like, a good spot for it would be, for example, over here-ish. Right. Which this doesn't allow, you know, things like things like that. It does allow that to happen. But at the same time, now our income's down to 66 and we've used up all our money, right? On these slipways. And we already got 30 science, right? It's not like we got no science whatsoever. We've got enough science with 9 more years in the game. We got enough science to pick up 300, right? So like probably like 5 or 6 more techs, which is most of the stuff in here, right? So we don't necessarily need science. We'd probably rather make this work, which again, like doing this also, you know, directly impacts our income by large amounts. Like that's, you know, 37 income or something. Well, how much is this? 13? Not as bad, actually. Yeah, this costs us less in the short term at the very least. At least we can go to October before we... Well, we shouldn't go to October, actually. We should go to all the way to December, because of our replicating Nanites. And I still get paid 61. Our income's only 29 though now, so gotta make some money now. Yeah, we need to find some good two-way trade, really. There are quite a few that could do it here. None that we get though. Wait, this one can do it. Yeah. Well, anyway, ubiquitous network, right? Would help. Though so would time dilation. Really not sure which order we should get things in. Because as long as we have some money, I think we should go with the time dilation first though. That costs 38. Okay. Oh, these slipways are expensive. 39 for that one. And our income's still only 28, right? Didn't really do a whole lot. No, 42 right now. I mean, I'm not too unhappy about it because we did get a two-way trade, and I do want the Euphorian tech up. I don't think we can actually manage, though. Also going to undo right now. I think we want to get the ubiquitous network first. Like, looking at how quickly we're using up this money, the lowered admin costs are going to make a big difference. Because we're also expanding the empire by a lot here, right? We're quite quickly going to get over that 40 threshold as well. There's 4 upkeep. This makes sense. 6 more money, so it makes sense to do it the other way. And now we get extra time, I suppose. Or maybe stable jumps, I don't know. Robots as humans. Is that good? Like, those techs can also give you two-way trades, right? If we have the availability to do so. We can just do this one, though. This is an easy two-way trade. It also makes science, I suppose. Yeah, it makes quite a bit of sense to do that, actually. Okay. One more Euphorian thing. I don't really know which tech we want to get. So robot needed here, but we have this one. One thing we could do is we could start, you know, slipstream relaying with stable jumps as well. One thing we could also look into is reactionless drive. Right, that starts making some money as well at this point. It's not quite to the point where it's really amazing. Okay, that's actually really good. Look at what's here too. Just asteroids. Good asteroids though. Good enough to afford time dilation. Range for that. Well, this is good because if I go next next year. We can even get time compression if I wanted to. So let's go ahead and discount a 40 in tech. Invent 3 technologies. Let's get our worlds to prosper, shall we? We will do that instead. We will not get the Vittori one. It's a bit unfortunate because we are investing in Vittori tech quite a bit. This one needs food, which I can't really get. I can get stable jumps for cheap. We can also look into getting Post Scarcity. If we can get it unlocked somewhere, it can make quite a bit of money. There's 4 here, 4 there, 4 here. Stable jumps will do it. It's like, what order do you get these things in, right? Because you are making 100 money. But you know, if we want to get these missions, then stable jumps is the quickest way to go about it. But it does cost us a few months worth of time, right? Not maybe not that much actually. To get it there, what? 101, right? Actually, with stable jumps, we can send in more ore to the science lab. I think that's the Kincher. Because, yeah. How is this thing still not prosperous? I do not know. Well, I do know it doesn't have enough successful partners, right? There we go. That's kind of a crazy... Okay, what about you? Successful partner? Another successful partner, huh? How can I get you one? That's the major question, isn't it? Chips in here, right? Oh. What about this one? Easy. And now we get... How much science did we get? 52 this year? Not enough for time dilation still, but... That's the year after. We're also stuck on 39, which is actually exactly where I want to be. So how do we get another prosperous? This one, right? Not really what I want. Yeah, there's like food needed in like a couple places down here. This one's at -8 too. Kind of let it sit there for a while and then I got all the way down. There's no food here though. I don't really have a source of making things though, like making things out of nowhere or food processor or what have you. We don't have any of that sort of stuff. We have spare food in places, they're just too far away, right? I also could relay them in, right? I would also really enjoy time compression though. Well, the stable jumps were definitely a good choice for a bit. Also, that works. One other thing we could do though is we could do this. Makes 14 income amazingly. Only 14 though. Not as much as I thought it would make. ocean to prosperous. Well, this one. It has enough partners if we somehow give it a good. Which, you know, somehow did that. Which we can do, right? Slipstream relay. Just put one down. And you can double hyperlane. There we go. 2 oceans to prosperous. Seems good enough. Making more goods. I don't know about making more goods though. Two more ore producing to prosperous. There are plenty of ore producing plants. Just getting them to prosperous might be a little bit tricky in some locations. Mostly because of the lack of partners, but we can give them some, right? Like now that we have the relays, we can relay them in, right, with hyper ships, allowing us to basically make most of these ore producing plants prosperous. Typically with a regular slipway, I would imagine here, and then a hyperlane. Right, regular slipway, relay, hyperlane. This one needs 2 partners. This one as well. This one needs 1 partner. Oh. You know, there we go, right? Making 6 goods though. We'll make 2 here. We'll maybe be able to make 2 here as well if we relay this. One's here as well, right? I don't know when we make 2 more, but you know, we can quick build colonies. So I think it's okay. 3 techs just takes so much longer than the rest though. So yeah, this is 1 ore, this is to prosperous. Also out of money. Because it turns out this is quite expensive to build with 20 a month hyperships. Oh, we have 135 income, just not quite enough to keep up, right? Hypership upkeep is actually cutting into our costs. We can halve it. It should be 36 income at this point. This is not a bad tech. I imagine time compression is good though, but you know, the Vittori keep asking us to research 3 technologies, which I'm like, that takes too long. Oh. Well, maybe take on this actually, because it makes more money. Although not right now, because we want to do it before we hit 40. So we want to get to Uno, basically. And we can do so in some way. Also counting, right? I'm counting like, can we maybe get 6 things into some of these colonies? Like potentially, right? 5. Like that's 6, right? So if I do it now, 142 to 170, 28 income? Okay, that looks more like it. This is more though still, so. In perspective of money, reactionist drive is the best way to go. Also, I think if we add up 24 and 59, we'll be able to get time compression next year, even if I get reactionist drive this year. So I think we should. Maybe we should have gone for the Vittori. In that case. No, anyway, the Vittori perk isn't really worth all that much at this point. So, how are we going to get this? To there. Yeah, we won't be able to get there is the thing. Well, this one is in trouble still. Oh, at least we got this then. So I wouldn't really know how to get more food on this side. So did I wall this off? Well, not necessarily. We can sort of... How expensive? 20, 23, and 26. Hyperlaning is cheaper. In fact, max out the distance on that hyperlane, right? I just need to extend it a little bit. Alright. You're producing ore. What do you need to get prosperous? Just another import or export. Okay. That's good enough. Look at this thing, it's receiving lots of ore. Oh wow. This would also turn into a legendary as well. Legendary goods producing planet. Yeah, I mean, we're making money out of hyperlanes now because we have hypership upkeep reduction. So it's actually good to hyperlane as much as we can get away with. Although I don't know if this is 27 for 5 income or 20 for 3 income. I don't know. The 27 variant, of course, gives us this is still worth 27 though. Yeah, most things are prosperous. So a robot needed and a food needed still though. I can grab the robot from there. Oh, you actually, wait. You might actually want to do that first. I don't know what I connected, but I'll have to wait. I think I'd hyperlane something, right? Yeah, we can wait with that hyperlane over there. Like I want to connect this robot in here before it... I can go up. Like... Pixel finagling is actually kind of important. Well, maybe not here. It doesn't really matter here. It's going to be another hyperlane anyway. At this, unless we can reach this area, but we can't. It's actually important to do that because it's worth something to do that. And now we have time compression if I want it. I think I do. Like 3 more months. Just go ahead and get more time to do things with. We already have that many things, right? Send in here then. I have to count my ores at this point. I might need a connection using a thing here. Although maybe not necessarily, actually. I could make this into another ore producing world if I wanted to. There are no humans to send in there though here. Like we already used all of them. Like producing more ore is a good idea. As it turns out, when you have enough consumers, it works. This sort of web of hyperways. I guess this is... This is kind of the way to go. Mixes this one up. We're at exactly 40 planets. We should probably get some more. Interesting. 43 for that connection is ridiculous. Well, we can just hyperlane, right? Just don't even build more normal slipways anymore. We're just going to build hyperlanes. Alright, let's go ahead and make some food. Because regular slipways are just... Oh, this one's 23. I guess this one's affordable. Reasonable. That one ain't, but... How close can we get? Oh, we can get super close again. Well, we're going to make bolts here. Because we're going to need them. So what do we do with this human? We're sending him into the lab. Okay, I guess. Not really sure I wanted that, but... Also, like... Out of money? Well, not completely, right? We can sort of like found more planets and do things with that, but... We're a bit out of money. So, do you connect? None of one of those almost in range things, right? Everything appears to be like that right now. There's like this one here that I wanted to fix for like ages. Just don't know how to do it. Don't have the production for it. Because it would send out its goods to more places and it would make this thing probably prosperous as well. I would imagine it would. There's also this one that also wants chips. Like everyone here wants chips. Can we just like scan this? Yeah, we should look at that. There's a chip world. You could just sort of found. And that doesn't cost any money, right? Like founding planets. Building slipways and things does. But next year we can get our hands on a new technology. Post Scarcity, which will make more money. So that's good. Can't do that. I'm going to take an asteroid. Anything else I might want to do? We're in Ter. The final month of the year called Ter. Not really a real month, but okay, I guess. I could make more water. There's not much point of making water here, though. I think I'll make another colony over here. Okay. Now we can get Post Scarcity. Getting 3 legendary planets. Not bad. And then this is out of range. Of course it is. But this one isn't. And then I'd probably be like super duper close, right? Yeah. They'll do that because it's worth doing. This one needs another import. We'll figure something out. Really? Okay. Have it your way. It's like, it's slightly too far, right? Two-way trade, never bad. Additional food in here. So now, we really want additional ore. Thankfully, that's plenty. So yeah. In fact, it's plenty. Ore aplenty. So now there's like lots of ore around here. We can hyperlane that. Back there as well if we wanted to. With a little bit of an extension. I think I really wanted those make that good, right? For the Euphorian mission. Alright, there's a couple more places where we could make goods that I wanted to make goods at. Where were they? This one, right? This one needed some exports and imports as well. This one is doing up here. So this at once water, which will make a legendary, I guess. Not really what I was looking for. It's 3% here, 8% there. I would imagine, yeah. What a mess we've made. What a beautiful mess. It's like water, maybe. These want some. This is this one. Suddenly a water. Oh, you can make another human. That human can make water. But that doesn't really lead to anything, does it? What we really want is more forge worlds here. Ah. There we go. Goods. Fair enough, I suppose. Right? 20, please, not 49. Legendary? Okay. 26 for that connection. We're making 300 a year. We have to, though, because everything is becoming very, very expensive. Okay, getting a remnant of prosperous should be easy. And can we make 2 more prosperous ore worlds? I think so. Okay, so making 2 more prosperous ore worlds. Right, this one is like a good candidate to start off with. Mostly because it just involves connecting it there. And that also makes you a legendary, so 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, we can go ahead and build a scavenger here, I think. And then connect. In the final year already. I don't want to do that over there. Instead, I want you to send it over there. You can even build Infraspace Mastery or Robots as People. Or one of a number of other things. I might want to wait with it. Because we might unlock things that Vittori want us to do. Because I know, what do you want? Imports and exports. Wait, how was I supposed to? Well, anyway, that's the Bakar. It's one of the 2. Well, isn't this just a case of more partners here? Yeah, it is. So if you were... If I would squeeze this in there, make a very long connection, that would give us both our tasks. Right. Oceans to prosperous. I think, to be honest, we stopped with doing the missions at this point, right? Like, it might be a case where, yes, we could do more missions, but would it be a good idea? I don't know. Like, we'd have to sort of, like, do the things we actually don't want to do. Like, I want to make some legendaries, I think, with the final, like, 9 months we've got, instead of trying to do this mission for 2 oceans. We got some legendaries. We got 5. But I think we can fix up some more things. Also, we can maybe fix up like these, right? There's like one more here for minus 4%. All we need is a robot. I mean, there it is. And this needs ore, I guess. I'll decline. And I think we'll get, let's see. You get monolith structures. That'll use some ore for these, but what they really need is partners, right? That they don't have over here, because most of this ore is actually used to make 22 signs, right? That's where most of it's actually going. It's not actually going to places. It's going for science. For science. That has to be infuriating, though. We could fix that with like a part connection, right? But yeah. That's all right, I think. Comic water there. Work. I mean, not that that really matters too much because. Okay, can we get one more? Like ore chip here. It has 4 ore and 1 chip going into it. Getting one more would make it legendary. I can certainly make this one successful. That's not terrible. We have 48 planets. Also, there's more things we could research, I suppose. Robots as humans might be good. Oh, this one is available to be sent somewhere. This one's an import and an export, though. Okay, I know how to give it an export, just not on how to give it an import. Also, this robot being available to export somewhere. So for example, you go here or there. But neither location has enough things that it would matter. There are also ascension gates. But you know, we've used up all the humans in the world, so. Also, there's this thing at minus 7%. I want to solve that in some way. Yeah, I think I might want to solve this minus 7. How do we do that? How do we do that? I think it's worth spending our time on that, actually. Before we do anything else. Let's actually go back by 1 month, because all we did, I think, was making one thing successful or something here. Yeah, it's not really all that interesting. Let's go ahead and see. So this needs food, right? We don't have any food. And of course the only food we get is the food we can't make, but that is in range. We'll take it. I'll also take machine sentience. Does that do anything? It doesn't do anything. We're going to use up the humans, if we can. One really good one would be that, actually, because it makes it prosperous as well. Yeah, we transformed this into that, but that's fine because that's a planet without export as well somewhere. This ore world. Okay, so that did make lots of sense then. Right, can't we send it over here then? Can't be sent back though. That's already connected, right? Yeah. Well, at the very least, right, these now all both use their things, so we don't have that anymore. We have 2% unemployment. One over here. And one all the way up here. Right. There's like a couple places that could go. But nowhere where we would instantly get a legendary or something. I'm looking at this, I'm like, maybe we can make some more out of here as well. Well, that doesn't improve our happiness yet. If I add in one more connection, it would become prosperous as well. Right? The main thing is, can we get it in such a way that we get another legendary? I don't think so. We can simply make it prosperous too. That's fine too. There's like loads of places that, you know, we could send an extra human to. I suppose it doesn't really matter which one we pick. So, you know, just send it wherever. And then we can sneakily put in an orbital lab, which saves us, you know, some time in getting that final human out. So now we can make one more connection, basically. Would the thing just of that be, which could be like just like this, right? That would make it prosperous. Do we want to do pick up another tech? It doesn't really matter, right? This is the final month. Make a prosperous planet. And... Oh, you know... An even better score, right? 47865. With a colossal empire. And 5 legendary plants.